You are now watching Shadow DTV, the home of everything Pokemon. It's time to play. Hey everyone, it's Shadow DTV here, bringing to you the top 8 decks for this week in the Pokemon TCG meta. We're going to take a look at some deck lists. All the deck lists will be available down below in the pinned comments, so you can go and check those deck lists out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. And don't forget, there'll be a hidden Brilliant Stars code in the video. So when you find it, you can enter that code for a free pack online. Alright guys, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, coming in at number 8, we have Gengar VMAX. Previously, this deck was in 3rd place, so a little bit of a drop off for this deck. Still a really strong choice. You got that Gengar VMAX with a Sphere and Panic attack and its G-Max Swallow Up. Houndoom allowing you to get energy onto Gengar VMAX. Crobat V in there for the draw power, and the Lumineon to get the supporter cards you need when you need them. Stonejourner, of course, is in there for the so you can hit Arceus V-Stars for weakness. So you're able to use that as well with the single strike energies. And then we have supporters based around the deck to help enable it. You've got Urn of Vitality to get your energy cards back. And you've got Tool Jammer there to shut down your opponent's tools. Running 4 Path to the Peak. Really amazing card right now in the meta. Able to shut down all these abilities. Houndoom's ability still works when Path to the Peak comes into play. That's really important. You can shut down these other decks like Arceus decks and Mew VMAX decks. Coming in at number 7, we have the Arceus sort of bird box deck. I just call it Arceus birds or legendary birds. We've got the Arceus V-Star in there, able to power up the Galarian Moltres V and the Zapdos V in one turn. Really cool. The Zapdos can hit those Arceuses for weakness, and that Moltres V can hit the Mews for weakness. And then, of course, we've got the Inteleon package in there to get the cards we need when we need them. Cape of Toughness is really cool, able to add 50 HP to basics. So you can add 50 HP to your birds, which is really strong. Running 2 Training Court in there, able to get some energies back and bump Path to the Peak when needed. Got Clara in there to get things back, and the Raihan to enable that Baby Moltres play. Able to get those energies on and hit one-shots on Mew VMAXs. And also the Hooper in there to try and get those early donks as well, or that extra damage. Really important is the cast form. You get the cast form into the active, and you're able to switch it out when you do your 1-turn charge-ups. You can get your energy on, switch, and knock out Pokemon. And you can also get the cast form out with Level Ball, which is really cool. Coming in at number 6, and previously in 6th place was Suicune Ludicolo. So has not moved right now. Still a really strong choice in the meta. You've got Suicune, which does 20 damage for each Pokemon on the bench. So with full benches on both sides of the field, you can hit for 220. Then, of course, you can use Ludicolo with a rare candy to deal an extra 100 damage for that turn. So it can very easily hit above 300 when required. Of course, there's a lot of moving pieces, but you can get those, of course, with your Inteleon engine. Cape of Toughness giving your Suicune that extra health. Getting it up to 260, which is really cool. Really strong. Arceuses cannot one-shot it. All in all, great deck. Cross switches are really important. Able to use your Melanie, your Raihans, and be able to essentially boss's order and switch all in one turn. Super strong. We saw this deck at the Salt Lake City Regionals. Finished 2nd. All in all, really strong meta choice at the moment. Coming in at number 5, and previously in 7th, so moving up a little bit, is Arceus Duraludon. I think we're seeing a lot less of this deck, and that's been able to help it sneak up the ladder a little bit. Of course, we've got Arceus V-Star there to power up your Duraludon VMAX. G-Max Pulverization allows you to hit for 220 damage every turn. And of course, that Skyscraper ability means that you can't deal any damage to Duraludon VMAX if you have special energies. So many special energies in the format right now, so all in all, a good choice. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of ways to search cards out, so relying on your Marnies, your Professor's Researchers, and your Pokegears to get that card draw, and hopefully draw the cards that you require. Of course, you have that Starbirth ability to get cards and help enable these combos. Running 4 stadiums to bump things like Path to the Peak, to, make sure that Skyscraper ability is working. Other than that, a pretty standard list now for Duraludon. You can run the Crystal Caves or the Collapsed Stadiums. But all in all, doing well at the moment in 5th place. Coming in at number 4, we've got Jolteon VMAX. This was previously in 5th place, so it's moved up a little bit. In my opinion, Jolteon is just doing well right now because of people aren't running the Manaphy. So Jolteon's able to hit that damage on the bench and get those, one turn double knockouts. Running a pretty standard Jolteon list that we see now. We've got Cheryl in there for some healing, which is really, really cool. Of course, you can just throw in one energy on the Jolteon VMAX with an elemental badge and be able to use your Max Thunder Rumble with just one energy. So very easy to just play Cheryl and then attach another energy. Got that Zigzagoon in there to help reach those damage numbers. And of course, the quick shooting Inteleon as well. Bend of Waves is pretty interesting to discard a special energy. Again, any interruption of special energy is really strong at the moment. And the great thing is you can run Path to the Peak in this deck without any downsides. So all in all, great deck to choose at the moment. Very meta dependent in my opinion, but a great choice. Coming in at number 3 is Rapid Strike Malamar. This deck has just blitzed its way back into the meta. I really think that Cynthia's Ambition has helped enable this deck. Being able to draw to 8 cards is absolutely insane. Being a single prize deck, losing a Pokemon isn't too big of a deal when you can play Cynthia's Ambition and enable one-hit KOs on VMAX Pokemon. This is a pretty standard list now, running the Spiral Energies and a couple basics that you can get with your Fog Crystals. Running as many Rapid Strike cards as we can while also being able to use our combos. Inteleon Engine there to get the cards we need when we need them, and Rapid Strike Search with the Octillery. Really, really cool deck and doing fantastic at the moment. It is a difficult deck to play, so if you are going to try it out, make sure you test it out a bit before you decide to, stick with it. But all in all, doing well. Coming in at number 2 and previously also second is Arceus Inteleon. This deck is just super solid. Get your Arceus V-Star out, use it as your main attacker, and then you're able to just use that Sharon's Care to get it back. So people healing it up, getting your energies back, being able to just set up another Arceus V, and of course, they're just charging each other up. You hit for your Trinity Nova or Trinity Charge up another Arceus V-Star on the bench. All in all, really, really cool combo. I guess it's like a Sharon's loop that you end up doing. Running Power Pad to get that Sharon's Care back into your deck. You can get away with the one Sharon's Care. You can also run 2 if you want. But I think all in all, this is a great deck list. 3 Path to the Peak. I think Path is fine, but if an opposing deck runs Path and blocks your Starbirth ability, it can feel kind of bad. So you can always change one of those Paths to the Peaks to like a Collapse Stadium to, I guess, bump a Path to the Peak when you want to use your Starbirth ability. Deck's doing well. Got the Sydney in there as well to kind of, I guess, try and shut down Mew a little bit. Doing well in the meta. Really cool deck list. And you got the Bibarel in there for some extra draw as well. Crobat V. So plenty of draw as well. So you're getting plenty of cards and you're searching out what you need. And of course, as you probably guessed it, coming in at number 1 and still number 1 is Mew VMAX. Mew VMAX is the best deck in the format. It's not getting as many top 8 finishes as it was, and that's just because everyone's trying to counter it. I think as people start to, start countering the Arceus V-Stars a little more, we'll start seeing Mew VMAX go back up into top 8 finishes at regionals. What can I say? This deck is just so quick. It can hit for big damage straight away. It doesn't have that many weaknesses, really. You've got Fusion Strike System to draw your cards. You've got Mew VMAX able to attack now with just 1 double turbo, hitting for over 200 damage, which is insane. Those Power Tablets and that Choice Belt can get, one-hit KOs on VMAXs. All in all, a really, really strong deck. And, if you have to choose something and you're not sure what to play, Mew VMAX is always a good choice. So guys, that is our top 8 for this week, for the first week of April in 2022. The meta is really, really cool at the moment. We've got lots of different decks. So, you're not really stuck trying to play, 1 or 2 decks. Arceus V-Star is really strong at the moment, but there's so many different Pokemon you compare with it. So, there's lots of variety. Really, really enjoying this current meta. Mew isn't winning everything, which is just great to see. We were thinking there might be a ban coming to the Mew deck at some point, but with this Arceus V-Star and the current meta, Mew not winning as much, I think it's safe to say that we won't see any bans soon. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And let me know what you think next week's top 3 is going to be. If you can guess next week's top 3, you will get some Pokemon TCG codes given to you. So make sure you do that. And let me know down in the comments as well what type of videos you'd like to see on the channel. If you did enjoy this, make sure you like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let a friend know about the channel if you think that it would help them out, if they're, learning how to play Pokemon, or, they're a Pokemon lover getting into the TCG game. Just let them know. I'd really appreciate all the support. Alright guys, I've been talking way too much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. I'm Shadow DTV and I'll see you next time.